Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? It's your boy, Yo Scruggs, OS Sports Podcast. Let's get into it. Once again, we not even really talking sports because there's just so much going on in the world. But the sports is coming. And we're going to get into the whole NBA bubble, NFL, Major League Baseball, hockey playing up in Canada, where they play in Toronto, Vancouver, their own little hockey bubble. I'm getting all that coming up in some future videos. But for now, let's talk about the current things that's going on in the world. And first of all, let me say once again, the stunner shades, put your stunner shades on. Put your stunner shades on. It's not because I'm trying to stunt. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but my allergies been on fire this summer. Maybe it's just part of getting older. Maybe it's something in the air. And I know what y'all thinking. It ain't the COVID, y'all. It ain't the COVID. Stop hating. It ain't COVID. But yeah, I went to the doctor today, and I swear for years now, why doctors always want to give you the same thing for allergies? I'm already a prescription of Claritin. It's always Claritin. Claritin don't do anything for me. I don't know about the rest of it. Maybe Claritin work for you. I know it's real popular, but it don't work for me, man. And my eye, like my right eye, been killing me all summer. With I'm assuming it's allergies. Right now, my thing looking like it signed Biggie and Craig Mack, just puffy. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so by the way, if anybody got like a home, homeopathy, home remedy, or herb or something that they use that they feel works good for seasonal allergies, please leave a comment or a link or something. I'll give it a shot. I prefer it to be something all natural, organic, herb, something in that manner. But if you got something over the counter, especially something that for allergies that helps with your eyes, I say more than anything, let me know. Even if it's over the counter, I might give it a shot. But let's get into it. One of the biggest things that's been going on, at least for me, and as a hip hop dude, since this whole, the world getting shut down, has been the whole Verzuz battles that Swiss Beats and Timbaland put together. And today, the night we had one that I wasn't really hyped up for it, even though I'm a big fan overall, both of these guys, DMX and Snoop Dogg. This was billed as the dog against the dog. I guess, Snoop was always the Doberman pincher. At least that's what he was in the early videos. And DMX is more the pit bull, the Rottweiler, or what have you. I wasn't super hyped up for this. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of both of them. Neither Snoop or DMX is in my top 10, but I'll say they both in my top, 30 to 40. And I definitely recognize they both super duper mega rap star legends. You can't take that away from them. So I wasn't super hyped going into this. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. See, it's gonna be good to see. Cause I more so just to see, cause they switched it up now. Remember, if you've been following this, when they was doing it before, people be in their own spot, Teddy Riley, Babyface, T-Pain. Who was T-Pain up against? Was it Lil Jon? I think it was. So, you had people, they was doing it in their own area, wherever they was at in the world, Nelly, Luda, etc. And I think Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, I believe that's who it was the first people to battle and be in the same building, right next to each other, doing the battle, doing the verses. And that's how they doing verses now. People are actually in the same room. I think that started with John Legend and Alicia Keys, then Jada and Fabs in the same room. So I more wanted to see more than anything, just to see the interaction between DMX and Snoop, to see two legends in the same room. It's dope. It's like seeing, Jordan and Kobe on the same court, seeing Durant and LeBron on the same court. So I do like it better now that they doing them doing them together. There's no technical issues going on anymore. Somebody before somebody's sound, at least one of them was always messing up. But now they got the engineers and everybody in there, got it in the same room, got it hooked up. And just the fact that both artists are there, they could shake hands, give each other that. Although I don't know if they testing these dudes for COVID or not, because I still ain't shaking no. I walked in the store the other day, in the bodega, And the guy in the bodega that I know that worked there, that's always there, went to give me a handshake, and I shook his hand, and immediately I was like, "What the am I doing? I ain't shaking nobody's hand." That's the first and only hand I've shaken since since this all started. I give you the elbow pound, but that's a different story for another day. And I felt like a lot of people going into this. First of all, with the versus thing, I know it's technically a versus and it's technically supposed to be a battle, but for me, it's more just an appreciation of the music and with whatever the two artists have accomplished. Because I've been a fan of everybody they've done in versus so far. Some bigger than others. I didn't watch the Alicia Keys, John Legend one. Nothing against them, but I can't. I just can't listen to John Legend, man. I mean, I don't know if it's just me. John Legend got a lot of hit records. He got a lot of songs I like. But at some point, man, just John Legend just became, his voice just, I don't know, some places we can go. I don't know, at some point his voice just became annoying, so I didn't watch that one. I ain't gonna hold you. But salute to John Legend, man. I give him his props. This battle, I didn't pick no winner. I didn't pick no loser because I feel like we all the winners for being able to sit there and witness, the legacy that both of these guys done put in for over 20 years. And I know going into it, for the people that do say who going, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do that before it started. I'm like, all right, who I think got more hits, who I like more. I do that. And for this, for me, I would have went DMX. And not just because I got a bald head like DMX. I just like more of DMX stuff than I like of Snoop stuff. So I thought. But watching it, I'll say this much. I had some. I don't even know where my note thing went. I kind of was jotting down, keeping track of what songs they was going, but I don't even like doing that when I talk about these verses. And the reason why I would give the edge to X over Snoop is that X is more of an MC. Maybe I'm being East Coast biased, me being a Philly dude. Maybe I'm being East Coast biased. I don't know. But I just think X is more of an MC, and X has more songs that are about real life and about actual experiences and passion. So it was more of that why I would get an edge over Snoop. Like a song like I'm Slipping, I'm Falling, I Can't Get Up. A song like that. Just him really digging deep into his life experiences. And yeah, DMX wild, DMX crazy, but DMX, he got a lot of that. He has a lot of that Tupac in him where they can make songs where you damn near want to cry, or you want to change your life, or you want to go tear some shit up. And they have a way of writing and delivering, their lyrics in a sense that makes you feel, you really feel it in your spirit, you feel it in your bones. And Snoop, on the other hand, Snoop to me is more that feel good music. Even when he on his gangster stuff, it was still, Snoop got that laid back, smooth voice. He got that marijuana, disposition and persona. So for me, Snoop is more feel good, laid back. You know what I mean? I want to start crit walking and sea walking when I listen to Snoop. All dope, especially the me, Snoop best years was, and I guess everybody would probably agree. Well, maybe not, depending on what you are or what type of hip hop you really into. But for me, Snoop best years was when they was the Chronic album, Doggy Style, the Dog Pound album. And he was still somewhat alright when he went to No Limit, but I think the No Limit thing is when he slowly started to go down some, but he still had some, over the years, he had some dope records still mixed in there. And but it was a good battle, man. Well, good verses. It was good to see. It looked like genuine love that Snoop and X had for each other. It's just good to see DMX still alive. I ain't even gonna hold you. That might sound like over the top, maybe a bit much, but just the lifestyle X was living, the drugs, the partying, the women. It's the wilding out. It's just good to see that DMX is still with us. He was talking about he ain't taking his shirt off no more because he got the belly and everything, but I'd rather see the DMX with the chunky stomach than to see the skinny DMX that looked like he's still struggling with drugs. So it's good to see X, man. He seemed like he was in good spirits. He seemed sober. It's good to see. And Snoop was his regular bubbly self, dancing around, having a good time, smoking his weed, and it was just a good mix, man. I felt like Snoop more MC'd the event, I would say, and but X was along for the ride and did his thing, and I believe Swiss Beats was actually in person, and I think they were saying this was I think Swiss was saying behind the camera this was the first Verzuz he actually went to, that he was actually like literally at himself, besides the one he did, the original one with Timberland. So it was just all around good. Like I said, I'm not here to pick no winners. I ain't here to pick no losers, because we all winners. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to DMX. Both legends. I enjoyed it. Sat back, kicked it. Taking me through that trip down memory lane. I just enjoyed it. Like, man, ain't hip hop a beautiful thing? And I'm just glad. I feel like I grew up in the best era of hip hop. You know, that late 80s. I say like that run of like, let's say like 88 to like 2004. Like, to me, that was the meat and potatoes of hip hop. The greatest years, 88 to like 04. And both of these artists fall in that window. So it's good to see. Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to DMX. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Did it live up to the hype? I thought it did. Who do you want to see battle next? That's the big question. I know they talking about T.I. and 50. Let me say this much. 50 talk all that gangster shit. T.I. calling you out, 50. What you want to do? I don't want to see no memes. I don't want to hear no Crime Stopper jokes. I feel like 50 don't want to smoke with T.I. That's all I'm saying. I think T.I. catalog is better than 50 catalog. That's just me. And I think 50 may agree, and that's why he diverting attention from him just saying no and trying to spin it off into other things. I don't think DMX want that smoke with T.I. But that ain't at the top of my list of battles I want to see, no way. But I would definitely want to see that battle, because the bravado of them two motherfuckers in the same room, man. You know, 50 Cent, you know, he think he the biggest gangster of all time. And then you got T.I. Hey, man, what it is, man? It's the king of the South there, homie. Look, I'm going to tell you like this, partner. Y'all can say I was calling Crime Stoppers, but I'm going to commit a crime in here, and I'm going to go get all those guns. You know what it is. You know what I mean? This is Wakanda, this is Atlanta. So, or whatever he said when the riots was going on. They treat you bad in New York. They treat you bad in L.A. They treat you bad in St. Louis. But this is Atlanta. This is Wakanda. You know what I mean? Walking off with his back all straight. Talking to Damani, Deja, Tasia, Tiny. All my kids. You know what I mean? But anyway. Yeah. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the Verzuz battle. You know what I'm saying? And soon we're going to get into this whole NBA bubble. That's what's coming next. And one last thing before I go, I'm going to say this. If y'all out here and we all saying Black Lives Matter, treat each other better, wanting more respect from the police. If Tory Lanez shot Meg, look, I can't tell you one song from Meg. I can't really tell you one song for Tory Lanez. Neither one of them is my. I done spilled my ginger ale. Neither one of them is my like really my lane or whatever. But I'm gonna say this much: if Tory Lanez shot Meg, if you a man and you shot a woman, all these fake gangster rappers out here, Tory Lanez need to be dealt with. All right. If y'all don't deal with that motherfucker the proper way, I don't want to hear none of that gangster shit no more. That motherfucker need to be handled and his career need to be over. You out here shooting women, you bitch ass little nigga. I'll knock you the fuck out. Holla at your boy.